Hey guys, welcome to my page, Down Across with Dar. Happy Monday! Are you ready for another week of this? Boy, oh boy, last week was exhausting, but successful. So, very good craft show. Glad to have that one under my belt and on the way to the next one, which I'm in charge of. So, today will be the only day that I am here in the morning. I may slip alive in off and on throughout the week if I can. So like if I'm doing a project at the craft show, or if I want to show you my booth at the craft show. But just plan on the rest of the week. I won't be here early in the morning. I just have to make sure I stay on schedule because I have to be down there early, which means I have to leave before this time because of traffic, and pulling that trailer through traffic is never fun. So anyways, happy Monday, guys. We are going to make a little moose insert for our window. So I sold so many of these windows this time. I just can't even tell you. Oh, I'm just not prepared this year. Yeah, people were worried about not selling. People were worried about the economy. There is no concern. People are spending money. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy thing. So anyways, it says Merry Chistmoose. Oops, I just dropped all the words. Let me just turn this around. How is everybody? Go ahead and say, yep, that. Go ahead and say hello. So I know you are here. I'm a bit tired. I'll tell you all about my weekend. You tell me all about yours. It was a good weekend. Oops. Let me listen to make sure that's no one that I need to answer right away. Call from who? Oh, I don't know who that is. I like to listen to what my answering machine says, but I can't even understand what it says. Anyways, okay, back to this. It was a busy weekend. I sold a ton of the windows and the window inserts. Oh my goodness. It was a crazy, crazy craft show. So go ahead and say hello when you're hopping on, so I know you're there. I'm going to try to get this shared over to VIP group. I'm not even on my page yet. Life is just a little crazy right now. You know, when you're in charge of the event, it takes a lot of energy. So I take it very seriously. I make sure that I do everything that I need to. And yeah, come on. I know that you can do this for me. I did it last week. So let me get back. There it is. I found it. What'd you guys do this weekend? Who had craft shows? Tell me all about them. Did your craft shows go well? Mine went fantastic. The rain did not stop anyone from shopping. And I got this thing, my eye is tearing. I must have got something in it. I need to clear it again. I did allergy eye drops yesterday, just in one eye. So I just kind of have to get it all figured out there. So I made 6 more of these last night. I made 6 more of the nativity ones, painted them. We're going to make the moose. I'm going to see how that goes. See if I like it. If I want to add a few to my booth. And I have my count. I did my inventory count at the end. And I have like 1 of this and 2 of this. And so, yeah, it was very successful. Really happy with how everything turned out. Our craft show was full. We did not have a lack for shoppers. Let me just say that. We were busy. I cashiered on Saturday, and it was almost constantly somebody at my register. I had very little downtime. The downtime I did have, I spent cutting out the arrows for my signs. I got my signs put out yesterday. So craft show ended on Saturday, and yesterday I went, and my day was my morning because I accidentally slept in. My phone died. It wasn't charged all the way. So my phone died. I accidentally slept in, and I got a later start to putting out the craft show signs. And so so then everything took me longer because, oh gosh, you know, I have to wait for traffic and all of that. So it took me longer to put out my craft show signs than I wanted it to, but they're done. They're done. Okay, I'm going to do these. Let's put this down here so I can do it easy. All right, let me scooch things up and let's go in a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little more. It's like such a fine... Oh, not that much, Sterling. And then I'll see who's here. That's okay. We'll leave it like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have our moose. And I need to remember to paint black. Let's just kind of draw that line there. And then I'm going to say hello to everybody. Just trying to get things going here. A little later start than I wanted to today, but that's okay. You know what? Better late than never, right? The rest of the week it'll be never, because I have to get up and out the door. And I take it very seriously when I'm in charge. I want to be there on time. I want to be there early. I don't want anybody waiting for me. And if there was something that happened with traffic, then I would be late. And I don't want to be late tomorrow. So I will be out the door early. All right, let me see who's here. I can scooch it down just... Oh, guess what? I have to take these off. Can't paint those on there. Darlene. Okay, I'll just make 2 lines. Hello. Okay, now we can scooch this down a little bit. Okay, so this we're just painting the tree, a different green. Okay, do I have... You know what? I think I want to grab a different green. I think I'll grab aloe. We'll use aloe and this dark green. There we go. That's much better. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let me see who's here. Hello, guys. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Betty. Good morning. Good morning, Carrie. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Lori. How are you? Hi, Sylvia. Oh, my goodness. Let's pray for sunshine. Hi, Karen Ross. Thanks for sprinkling holly. Hi, Lynn. Sylvia, your show was rained out, but you found another show for Sunday. Good. Did you do the Elks Club show? I know there were quite a few people that went and did that. I hope it did good for you. Hi, Carol. How are you? Laura, where you just got back home from the doctor, routine labs, took the rest of the day. Yes, good. Good for you. Craft away, girlfriend. That's what we should be doing this time of year. Well, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know, I mean, mine was crazy. And for the most part, I did not get rained on during the craft show. I did not luck out at the very end when it was time to pack up. I'm just going to start up here. Okay, question, guys. So I'm kind of wanting to do red, but maybe I should do burgundy. Maybe I should do burgundy for the background, like a dark, deep, yeah, to go with that. I'm thinking I was gonna do green, and then it's like, no, there's green in the trees. Let's do alizarin crimson. That's a good color. Okay, and then white letters. But anyways, when it was time to pack up for the show, we all hurried. And of course, you know, me and my friend B were always the last ones out, but she did have her daughter helping her. So I had no help, but I had less to pack up than I did when I started. Okay, I can do this whole thing green because this is the tree that goes over the top of that, and then the moose goes over the top of that. So this entire thing can be green. So this green is actually, it's not deep Hauser green. This one is actually avocado. Let me just put some on there. So it was not raining for us when we were packing up. It was not raining for us when we got everything. We have to put everything to the curb. There's like a drive-through area where we can pick up. And there was also a performance going on. I don't remember. I swear they said something like Judy Garland. Is Judy Garland still alive? Tell me. Maybe it was just one of their musicals. So this is at the Performing Arts Center, and where they have the musicals and the plays is right next door. And inevitably, people are arriving when we're packing up, because it takes us 3 hours to pack. So anyways, my trailer was parked along the curb in the loading zone, which infuriated people that wanted to park there. And I was like, you can't park here anyways, because this is the loading zone. And they're like, well, we always park here. And then there was another person that was mad because he was trying to drop off his handicapped wife, and it was inconvenient for him because he had to go around the other side of my trailer, and I'm blocking this and I'm blocking that. I said, I'm so sorry, sir. I don't intend for us to be an inconvenience to you. We rented this building. We're packing up our stuff. And he goes, well, you can't block this. It's a handicapped access. And I'm like, no, it actually is the loading zone. And there's a sign right there that says loading zone. He goes, no, it's for handicap. And he was so mean to me. I just had to keep saying, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. So I took the high road until he came back a second time. He dropped off his wife, and then he chose to come back and be so rude to me, guys. I haven't had anybody treat me like that in a very long time. Okay, let's do this sign up here. Let's do Alizarin Crimson. I think that would be good. So let me see, where did I leave off? Oh, Santa Sophia. Oh, good. Oh, good, Sylvia. I'm glad you were able to do that. Hi, Janine. How are you? Good morning. I know you've purchased several of these. It's time to paint them. Merry Christmas. So anyways, I felt really bad because we were taking up part of the loading zone, which they assume is the handicapped drop off, which it could be. It could be, but it doesn't particularly say that. It says loading zone. So we were loading. We were doing what we were supposed to do, and what the place has told us to do, that's where we need to load from. So anyways, he was not happy. He went and he parked his car, and he made a point of coming back and cursing me out. and I was like, sir, you could be nice. And he's like, well, you could be nice. You could be nice and not block this. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm loading. He goes, you're only thinking of yourself at the moment. I'm like, yes, I'm thinking of myself getting this loaded. But he was just a miserable soul. And he felt picked on that it wasn't open for him to park there. So anyways, so it wasn't raining. I was getting everything in the trailer. And then like the last little bit of stuff to go into my trailer, it started pouring on us. And Blenda's husband helped me load the last of my stuff. So that was really nice of him. Okay, I'm going to do these. I'm just going to do them all the same color. I decided I didn't want to do multiple colors. I thought it would be cute to just do the light buttermilk, and I didn't choose the right color. So, I mean, all along, I'm apologizing, saying I'm sorry. And then when he starts cursing me out, that's when that's when my feathers get a little ruffled. But I still was really nice. And I could have said mean things, and I chose not to. I'm like, I will always take the high road. I will always, always, always take the high road. So anyways, that was how it went at the end of the craft show. Sometimes people just aren't nice. Sometimes. Okay, I'm trying to decide on, I didn't pick out colors for this. Should I do blue? Maybe I should do blue and white. That might be kind of cute to do blue and white. Or I could do blue and red. Should I do, for the stripes on the scarf, blue and red or blue and white? Ooh, blue and white kind of looks good, doesn't it? Blue and white looks good. Sorry, I asked you and then I decided. I'm like, no, I think we'll do this. Okay, so let's do his antlers with the light buttermilk, and then I'm going to sponge this on here. So, yeah, we were not sure, but thankful it was Matilda. Oh, Matilda. Okay. Oh, Elaine went to it? Really? Okay. So the guy was really not nice to me. I was the last to load because I had to get my trailer in after everybody else. My trailer won't go around the curve. And I actually was the last to get mine to the curb, but we packed really quickly. We actually got out of there very quickly, but then we had to pull our trailer up and load after that. So I did what I was told to do. Instead of getting my trailer in there and go, I have to get in first. No, I waited till everybody was gone. And then I loaded. So did the spare bow part ship to me yet? Yes, Laura. It was sent out on Friday, so you should have it probably Wednesday because it was just sent like the slow way instead of paying $10 for a legal flat rate, which it is now. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy. Let's see. Hi, Darlene Barr. How are you? Hi, Chris Dooley. Good morning. We are doing the Merry Chistmoose. Okay, I'm just gonna tap my little signs there. So anyways, it was great. It was a good show. The only thing I had that was negative at all was the little old man at the end, and I felt terrible for him that, you know, that he felt so picked on, because there was plenty of room for him to pull in and let his wife out. He just wanted to park there the whole time. He didn't want to have to go park his car, which they're not allowed to park there. It's a loading zone. It is not handicap parking. So if they had a sign out there that said that, that would be different. Okay, I got that done. I just sponged that so you can still see the words. I'm just using my little sponge, and then I'll cut the end of that off after it dries. And I have some here that are yellow. I'll just cut the ends off and use those for glue. All right, so let me do the antlers. I'm going to use a small brush to do that. I'll do his muzzle burlap. Anyways, lots going on. I came home with a long list of the inserts that I needed to make, and then I'm like, gosh, I've never made this one. I bet this would sell too. So people literally bought the window, and then they bought one of everything. I had 3 people that did that their basket was full of the windows and inserts. And then my standers, you guys didn't even get to see them. I made angel standers, and almost every single one of them was gone. It was such a successful craft show, guys. I'm just so happy about it. I'm happy it turned out for everyone. I feel like everyone did pretty decent. I don't think there were any crafters that didn't do well. Okay, this is burlap. It really actually is fawn. I'm just trying to get rid of that color. It's an old color that looks like burlap. And then we're gonna do our milk chocolate for the moose, and also for the signpost. And then we'll do, the bird's red, the berries are red. Oh, this is green. Here, let me do my first coat on that. And then we'll do the scarf. Oh, let's paint it white, and then we'll do we're going to do blue stripes on there. So we'll get our white on there, and then we'll do the stripes blue. I have a lot of painting to do in the next couple of days. When I come home from setting up at the craft show, I'm going to be painting every night for a couple hours. I'm going to be sending stuff with Tara to paint. Oh, I did need to do that because I need to do black behind there. Black behind there. Okay. Just a little bit. I'm going to need a second pellet dish. My black is almost gone. Oh, I have another one up there. I'm like, do I have another one or not? Oh, it's hard. I never know what to cut. Right now I know what to cut because I know what's sold. But I actually cut out the Christmas bear standers. They're just like the Christmas bear ornaments that we did one of the months. I just cut those out last night to start painting. I did angels on Friday night. I did the standing angels. It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. I don't always know what I should do. Don't always. So sometimes I guess. Sometimes I guess at what's going to sell. Like, honestly, I thought the little elf standers, the boy and girl elf standers, I thought they would sell better. They have sold slowly. My reindeer standers, I got those done. Those sold really well. So I had one lady that came in and bought a stander for every child in her daycare, and she was able to get a different one because I had the elves. I'm going to be using the marker on the eyes, so I'm not so much worried about the eyes. I'm kind of messing up, but she bought the elf standers. There was the angel standers, and what else? Oh, I had some ducks. I had duck standers still. I had 5 of those. So she was able to, oh, and the reindeer standers. She was able to get a different one for every child. I had a lady that came in and was getting 30 ornaments, a different one for every single one of her coworkers. And she was able to do that. There were more than 30 different ones. So just a lot, guys. A lot of things sold. Okay, let's see. Oh, we need to do the post. So don't need to do to the sides because the sign part's going on there. So just down the center. Okay. Now I need to do my little birdie. My little birdie's going to be red. We're going to use Tuscan red. I need to grab a second one. Let me see. You need to work my booth left. Oh, telling the shoppers that you. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jenny. I really do. I had so many people helping me and selling my stuff. I mean, I had signs out there that showed what to do with the little with the windows. That helped a lot. But I also had so many people that would just sit there and help out and show people what to do with this and that. I love that. Lori said she did well and surprised people came out in the rain. Yeah, they do come out in the rain a lot, for sure. I love it, and they'll come out again. So I got my signs set out yesterday. It actually took me longer because I left later. And I know that. And I didn't mean to leave late, but my phone wasn't charged all the way and it died during the night. So I woke up at 7:30 instead of waking up at 5:30 when I was supposed to be out the door by 6 o'clock. I was out the door by 8 o'clock. So the 2-hour difference in time on going down to set out signs makes a huge difference. When there's more traffic, it takes longer at the lights for the lights to change. So, and it's harder for me in parking and everything. When I put out signs, I park and then I walk quite a distance. Let me see how many steps, and I didn't have my phone in my pocket the entire time. Sometimes it was charging, but yesterday I had, how many steps did Darlene have? I'm going to tell you because you're going to just think it's crazy. Yesterday, when I came home, oops, it went to, hello. I went to an advertisement. I do not want the advertisement. Come on. No. 8,712 steps yesterday. That was all. As soon as I got home, I put my phone on the charger. I didn't have it in my pocket. So that was just from walking to put out the signs. Yeah, almost 9,000 steps. And like I said, there would have been more than that because I actually had my phone on the charger in I took my husband's Jeep. My trailer is hooked up to my truck still. I just pulled in and I said, don't unhook it because Tuesday I have to leave and there's no point in backing it in and having to worry about neighbors. As it was, there was a party going on in my neighborhood. So my husband had put his Jeep on the street and a trash can in front because I've come home before with my trailer and not had a place to park it. We've had to go ask people to please move your car down. And they're usually not very happy. Okay, so this is actually avocado. You can use medium Hauser green. And then we're going to do aloe. Okay, yeah, Jenny, I had to do that. Okay, let me see. Told the customer she does cut and paint. Yes. So last year at this particular show, that I just got done doing. There was a lady there that was in my booth, and another crafter was in there. And this lady says, I would love to buy some of this, but she just buys this in China and just puts a price tag on it. and my crafter friend, Joanne Zarnecki, said, no, she cuts and she paints all of this. And she's like, no, she doesn't. I've seen this online, and you can buy these things from China. Well, you might be able to buy them because Timo actually copied a lot of the person that I use her patterns. Timo copied someone on Temu copied a lot of the patterns and was selling them on Timo. And the designer, that's why I don't support Temu, because the designer of this pattern, of this particular pattern, got so many things ripped off and sold over there. And all they did was they printed onto cardboard. It wasn't even painted. Because I'm like, I'm going to order one just to see the quality and so I can give them a bad review. And I got it and it was printed onto cardboard. Yeah. So anyways, that's why you don't hear me ever talking about buy this at Temu this and Temu that, because I don't support them, because they do not, they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't make the person take it off, even though these are all copyrighted and we can use them, but we can't sell, we cannot, you can't use her pictures. Sometimes she sees people sell her file. It's just one of those things. I try not to be supportive of people that are stealing from other people. So, hey Sandy, how are you? Thank you. Let's see. Oh yeah, the street in Escondido, that is a busy street. Yeah, it's a good street to have the craft show on. Also, the town let her put a sign up somewhere in town. I didn't see it because I didn't drive through the whole town, but they were very supportive of the craft show. So we are very fortunate that we had not only all the advertisement that Blenda does for that craft show I just did, that she puts oh, you're talking about the street where I just put the signs. Sorry, Sylvia, I am getting things mixed up. But Blenda, the craft show was busy because she did a lot of advertising. She went to all the schools up in Escondido and put them out for the teachers, which teachers love to come and shop. So anyways, back to, yes, the street, H Street, is very busy. So it took me a long time. I actually called my husband. It usually takes me 3 hours round trip, and it took me 4 hours round trip. But I put out extra signs. I went further down Otay Road, and I also put signs at the exits of Southwestern College, because that's a good place to catch people as they're coming out of the college. And every day they can look at it and they can go, like if they have a class today, then they'll go, oh yeah, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, I need to go to that craft show. And then I put extra signs on the corners and into the community, into the like housing areas. So I am confident that I have done everything I can do with advertising. We distributed 6,000 flyers at the shows. So instead of 2,000, which is my normal, we distributed 6,000 at the various craft shows, and then our mail out, and then our email, and then Facebook. I did my ad on Facebook, and I spent a lot more this time. So I'm very confident it's going to be a good show. And if it's not because I didn't do my job. So that's my show that's coming up that I'm talking about, guys. Sorry, sometimes I have to talk out loud about everything. Because it's the chatter in my head right now is, Darlene, you did everything you can, and now you just have to leave it. And I have extra signs too, in case the city takes them. I have extra signs I can stop and put them out, because once in a while either the city takes them, or maybe the groundskeeper. I didn't put any on anyone's property. I only put signs on the where you push the button to cross the road on those posts. So I didn't really put any on personal property. I put maybe 3 in the ground. The rest are all on the light posts where the posts where you push the button to cross the road. So I think I did good. I'm hoping I did good. That's all you can do. And you just have to leave it. Okay, I need one more coat on this deep red. It doesn't always cover. And then my white. I need another coat on white, and then we're going to be good to go. I am going to sponge on these, on the trees. Either that. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use my chippy brush. That's what I'm going to do. You live in Essen, you drive all the way down there. Did all the... Yes, you put cart. Thank you, Jenny. See, everyone, yeah, everyone has helped, regardless if they're in the show. And that's a great thing. And well, and you never know, because sometimes I have last minute openings, and you might be in the show, because it can happen. It can happen. This time I do have somebody that couldn't do it, but I needed more space for my stuff because I only have an 8-foot table. And I kept saying that. I hope that I end up with a little more room, because I only had an 8-foot table for all my great big stuff. I needed an area that I could put my windows. So it opened up to me. Someone had to cancel, and I'm like, I really just need to take that spot for me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm being a stingy one. I'm not going to share it with anybody. I need it for me, because I need to do well at the show. All right. White. Need to do another coat of white, and then we'll do our stripes on this. We'll do our cheekies. We'll use our marker for the eyes. We'll do dry brushing. I think we should dry brush on here. We should dry brush in white. Once we have everything set, we'll use our chippy brush, and we'll dry brush. Instead of speckling, we'll dry brush. How's that sound? Okay, so got that done. What was I going to do next? The stripes. Okay, so going to do the stripes next. I'm not going to do another coat of white on the scarf. I think we're good. We're going to use the blue. So I really like this blue. It's open water. I think it's kind of a good Christmas blue. It really is. Once you get it on there, it is a good Christmas blue. There must be a lump in there. Come on. There we go. Okay, got it. All right. So let me see. Let me get a small brush for the stripes. I'm going to scooch it up, and we're going to do our scarf. And then we'll do our cheekies on here. I'll do the eyeballs, and we'll be ready to go. Do I have a cheeky brush? Oh, I hope I do. I have a box of stuff over there if I don't have one. Oh, I do have this. Could use this one. Or this one. I'll use this one. That one's probably better. Okay. All right, T. Oh my goodness, guys. So just a busy week. I always say this is my hell week. Okay. Don't mean that in a horrible way, but this is my hard week, because I am gone for 6 days, 5 days, for 5 days. I'm gone for 5 days. I'm gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then Sunday, I get to go take the signs back down and start counting all of those tags. But it takes me several days, because this is a big show. There's more vendors. I think, I don't know. Anyways, it takes me longer to count this show than the other one. And I always just say, this is my hell week. It's just my hard week. I'll make it through it. And here's the great thing, is that I'll get things set up, and then I still have to tie some of the bows onto my bags. And it may rain during the show, so I bought clear plastic bags to, okay, let me count this out. Blue, 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 oops, blue, blue, blue. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. Figuring out where I start with this. So this is Moody Blue. Open water. So this is open water. This is open water. So I didn't want the cute little bags that have the gingerbread houses on them. I didn't want them to get all icky. Did I show you guys pictures once I put the bows on them? They look so cute. Okay, I think that's how I want it. Let me look and see if I can. Hi, Sarah. How are you? How was did you have a craft show? Hi, Denise. Let me see if I have a picture of my cute little bags. Where would they be? Scroll through the things. I'm not sure if I took a picture of all of the bags once I put the bows on them, but it looks so cute. I'll have to take a picture. I'm not seeing a picture in my uploads here. No, not seeing a picture. All right. I will take a picture of my cute little gingerbread bags. I tied the bows on them. Okay. And I put a little tag. Okay, that one. Okay, blue, blue. Okay, I think I want this one to be blue up here. Yeah. So I'll turn it and I'll start up here. So I have a little tag that the people can reuse. My intent is that they can reuse this bag to gift something in. So it has a little tag that they can put to and from on. And then I used ribbon. So I have teal, red, and white, and it looks so cute. Just tied a simple little bow right over the top of right over the handle. It looks really cute on the little bags. I'll have to take a picture so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, there's my scarf. That's gonna look cute on him. Okay, did my stripes. I need to do cheekies. I need to do eyeballs, and then dry completely, and we are ready to go. Chippy. Nope, we need to do chip. Yeah, we need to do chippy. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the cheeks. I'll do the eyeballs, and then we'll do chippy. We'll do the chippy look. Okay, let me get a piece of paper towel. You went okay. It went okay, but not fabulous. But okay. Oh, well, do you have another one set up? Do you have another? I'm going to use this brush. It's a blending brush because I don't have another one over here. This will work though. So put the paint on and then wipe most of your paint off onto here. I'm using Vintage Pink for the cheeks because I like them a little rosy. We'll also put some in the ears somehow. I'll just kind of get a little bit in the ear area. There we go. Okay. And then on here, I'm going to actually have to go in circle with my wrist and make it circular. Okay. And then I need to put a little bit more. I don't know why. This brush is a little different than what I'm used to. Fill in the center. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay, I do want to put a white highlight on that, but I need to dry everything first. So let's dry this. Let's dry this while we're at it. This is still wet because we put a second coat on that. This is going to be so cute. Oh, I have to do the beak on my bird. See? I knew. I knew there was something. Okay, so, and I do have my yellow over here, my deep ochre. So let's do our little birdie's beak and his eyeball. Totally forgot about that. Thanks for sprinkling. Yep, this Friday setup and Saturday the show. Okay, perfect. Nice. Yeah, my setup is a 2-day setup. This show's pretty big. Plus I have to set up. I could probably do it in one day if I had helpers, but I have to set up the checkout room. You know, this is one of those that has one main cashier. And so setting up the checkout room, sometimes I have help and sometimes I don't. And, you know, I'm always grateful to have help, but I never count on having help. I plan on doing it all myself, just because I was gonna do, oh, there it is. I'm like, white for the cheekies. Yeah, I just plan on having to do it. Let's do the little 3 thing. So I make sure that we have 2 days at this craft show for setup. And they're so nice at this church, guys. We are so fortunate because it's not always that way everywhere that you go. Sometimes you have issues. And I was putting signs out at the church yesterday, and Tim, he's the one that's my contact over there for the craft show. And he was out there and I'm like, hey Tim, how you doing? Just checking to make sure that the tables will be ready for us on Tuesday. He goes, oh yeah, the scouts put them in there for you guys already. So we let the scouts, they sell their product outside on there's picnic benches out there. They'll be selling outside. And so they helped him do that part of it, which was nice. He didn't have to carry the heavy tables all by himself, because those 8-foot tables are pretty darn heavy. I mean, I carry them, but he would have to carry them from the other buildings. It's a little cray. So he had helpers. It's like we're helping them out by letting them sell. They're helping him out by carrying the boxes. Okay, so I just did the eyes. I like the Identa pen. If you haven't seen it, Identa pen, IDINTI pen, PEN. The shows you do are nothing like the show. Yes, yeah, your setup only takes a few hours. Yeah, no, I agree. Perfect. Do you know if a show that is posted on Facebook is a scam? How do you know if a show that's posted? Oh, yeah, that's hard to know. So, I know exactly, Jenny, Scout service hours too. Yes. So he said that last weekend he had them up in Ramona. No, did he say Ramona? Oh gosh, I don't think he said Ramona. I think he said oh gosh, where all the pies are out Julian, up in Julian, cutting the trails at the camp. So he had them up there. I'm going to put some of this in here. We're going to do some chippy on here. Okay, so here's how you do it. Did you hear my stomach growl? Brr. Take your chippy brush, put it into the white, get some paint on there, and then get most of that paint off. Okay. And then we're going to flick our wrists back and forth on the areas. I obviously won't do it on the white because it's not going to show up. But I want to put some white onto this. So I'm just using little wispy strokes. Wispy strokes. I don't want a lot on here because I want the words to show up really well. So on everything that isn't white, I am doing this to it. Did I get that dry? I don't want to smear my bird. Okay. Don't need to do it on the sides because they're a light color. I am doing my moose. Okay. And then we're going to ink the edges. Okay. So that just kind of, instead of speckling it, I did that. You can go back and add more. If you want more at the top of your trees, you can definitely add a little bit more to the edges of those trees. All right. Okay. Let's dry that and we'll ink it and then we'll glue together. Yeah. Contact the facility. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. So contact the facility and make sure that there's a show going on there, because if there's not, then, I mean, they will know. They'll be able to tell you. Yeah, Darlene Keegan, my friend Darlene Keegan, who's a chocolate toy designer, and a bunch of her friends up in the LA area, they got ripped off by someone claiming to be having this big old craft show. I thought that it was at the Moose Lodge, and they paid $300 for this show, and it ended up not being a show. I was so mad because, you know, she has a handicapped son, and okay, I need to do a little bit more on that. That it just made me so angry that someone could do that. Oh, to anybody, but to her, you know, she's just trying to make ends meet and have something to do also. I mean, that's a lot too. Okay, so I'm going to put it together and test it out, see if it works. Make sure I painted everything the right color, that I don't need to fix anything. And then we'll ink it, okay? So this is just going in here. I can kind of see the lines if I look really close. Yeah, I think it's actually, you can't go below this line because that's the slot that goes in. They are very ruthless. Yeah. So I haven't seen them posting on my, usually I have a ton of things posted and I'm having to delete. I haven't seen them posted on my thing for some reason. It's just, I don't know. I did put that there's no openings. Usually I'm deleting stuff left and right on my event page for my craft show. This time I didn't have any yet. Look at how cute that is. They might be waiting until the day before and go, oh, we still have openings. And that's when I'm not paying attention because I'm at the craft show. This looks so cute. Now I need to make some for the craft show. I may not get them made for this week, but I'll definitely get them made for the next one for the Thanksgiving show. But look at that. And it wasn't too difficult. It wasn't too difficult. But I do need to ink the edges. I feel, let me go in closer now. Okay. Scooch it over. Look at how cute. Afraid to paint someone and paint the, yes, exactly. I know. Your pages seem to have less scam. Yes, I know. I noticed that, Sylvia. There weren't as many. Oh, good morning, Sherry. I just saw you hopped on. How are you? Okay, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to ink the edges. I'm going to remember that the top of this, remember I broke that off? I haven't replaced it yet. I need to get a brand new thing. I need to remember when I squeeze that out, not to squeeze out too much. I'll need some for the letters. I need to be careful. I'm going to leave the lid off because I just know I'm going to mess up and squeeze too much. I just know it. I'm trying to remind myself not to do that. Okay, can I see the words? I can kind of see where it goes. Maybe we should go ahead and put this on there now. Let's do that. Okay, so like this is one that I used for paint. All I'm going to do is cut the end of that off. The way I do it, I just cut like this. Well, you don't have to cut backwards, but I cut that end off, and then I can use it for, I even will cut it more and keep using it. Okay, let's just get this on here so it can dry. And then we'll ink everything else. I don't ink the white words. I just leave them usually. Merry Chistmoose. So thank you. Oh yeah, contacting the vendors directly. Yeah. So here's what I always suggest. I suggest actually visiting the show first. Okay, so I always say you should visit the show and see if your product will fit in. I know sometimes you want, unless you have a friend that does that show and can vouch for it. Okay, so I always suggest that you go see, is it a show for you? If it's a show that's just all high-end stuff and you have country stuff, your stuff isn't going to fit in. If it's like I did shows in New Mexico and it was, oops, I went over too far for some reason. Let me see if I can slide that a little bit, just a little bit. I did shows and it was all Southwestern. Okay, that's going to be right on the edge, but that's okay because nobody knows that it's not supposed to be like that. Okay, let's keep going. So my stuff didn't fit in New Mexico when I lived there, but I did have people that came that are like, oh, I remember you, and they had moved there from California and they had been in San Diego. So I had people come up and they looked at the ornaments and they're like, they're looking at each other, and then they look at the back and they see my name on it. So yeah, that was an interesting time doing craft shows over there, because primarily the craft shows were all Native American product, because the state of New Mexico pays for their craft booths so that they promote the products, what do I want to say? Help me out, guys. They promote Indian type wear, Southwestern. They promote Southwestern product. So they actually get reimbursed for their craft booths. How would that be? I would love that. Yeah, they get reimbursed for their craft booths over there. So primarily, when you go into a craft show over there, you're going to see a lot of Southwestern, because those people get their booths free in the end. They pay for it and they submit the paperwork and they get reimbursed. So yeah, it's a little different than over here, where we all have to pay our own way. So for me, it was really hard for me over there. I didn't do well at the craft shows. I was so used to selling so much, and then I go over there and it's like my stuff isn't selling. It was only selling to people that were from other states. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm just going to use my little Q-tip to do a little bit of detail along here to differentiate where the scarf starts at that. Isn't that so cute? You guys, I can't wait. You remember years ago, you had your flower shop between 1990 and 2010. It was a lot of Southwest stuff, but it sold good for a while. Like the ducks and kids. Yes. So it was, Southwest was very popular overall for everybody for a while. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when that was. Because I had a friend who had a big Southwest painting above her couch, and I was like, are you sure you want to do that? That's a trend right now. It's going to change. She goes, oh, but I love it. I'm like, then do it. If you love it, do it. Right? So yeah, it was a trend for a very long time. And the furniture was Southwest. So nothing wrong with it. It just, my country product did not fit in with everything else. I stuck out like a sore thumb. All right. And I did not have, I did not feel welcomed at all. I felt like I was an intruder. No one was nice to me. And I'm like, I'm always nice to everybody, but they weren't nice to me. I would try to talk to them, and it was just not going to happen. It didn't. It was not good. Okay, I'm going to go back over the eyes because I got a little bit of the chippy stuff in there. Just going to go back over it with my marker. And then we are ready. Oops, not quite. I can see on the forehead. I need to do the forehead. Forgot right there. Okay, now we're done. Now we're ready. Oh yeah, Judy, right. We stand top of the scammers. Yes, absolutely. We have to tribal made items. Perfect. That's what it is. Yes. So they support that. The state. Okay, Darlene, remember, don't put too much. This is going to come out really quickly because I broke the end. I don't even know how I was trying to clean it out and it just snapped right off. It's like, we're not having that. Yeah, Jenny. So I think that's great that they support that. Because they have a lot of beautiful things. Honestly, they do really good work. Beautiful product. It's not what I would have in my house, but there's many people that decorate that way, and especially over there in New Mexico, that was the way that they did. So this is going to be so cute. Can't wait to put it into the window and show you guys. I have one of the windows that I painted last night. I was busy painting. I did take a nap. I was a little tired at one point, and I'm like, I just have to give into it. Just have to give into it sometimes. Okay, my little birdie at the top of this little sign. And we have signs going different ways. Winter Woods, Moose Crossing, and the North Pole. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, guys. So I have all my little things ready for the craft show. I'm doing the giving tree, and I got all my little tags made that are going to hang onto the Christmas tree, and they can select it $1, $2, $5, 10, or 20. And that money is all going to Frosted Faces and the local animal shelter. So I'm really excited about that. I sat there and I put the stickers onto the tags. I made these little tags. I cut them out on the laser, and then and they're just out of paper. Then you can cut paper on the laser. Did you know that? And then I printed stickers, and they just look so cute. Okay, I'm gonna try to line this up. I'm gonna get it closer to me so I can see. I saw before. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter then, because I can't see where the line is to put the sign, but I know that it kind of goes sideways. Okay, this goes right here like that, and then one of these snowflakes goes up here, one of them goes over here, and then one near the bottom over here. Then this little holly leaf goes up on his head, and the berries go on top of it. Okay, just like that. Okay, got everything lined up. I'm making sure that this slot down here, making sure everything is not below the slot, okay? Like where this cuts off, because that goes into the slot. So I made sure that nothing is below that. And then this is going to go, I think it just goes like that. A little diagonal, not a lot. Okay, so a little bit of okay, that side. Okay, so just a little diagonal right there. Press it down, hold it. I'm going to grab Q-tips and clean up. I put too much, way too much. It's because of the end being broken on that. I'm going to be cleaning up a little bit right here. Time is 8. Oh yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good, guys. Can't quite get in there. That's okay. That's okay. I got too much, but it'll be fine. It will dry. Okay. And press everything down. Make sure it stays, because I want to show you what it looks like. I'm going to put this back on at some point. I will get that swapped out. I'm going to move that. Let's bring in our cute little window. You've never liked the Southwest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I never had it in my house either. Heritage. Oh yeah. Yep. Southwest never has fit in with my decor, because it's all, yeah, my decor has always been country-ish, and sometimes it's been vintage. Sometimes. Okay. Once upon a time I had tons of, when my husband was really into it for a little while, into all the antiques. We had a lot of family stuff. A lot of his family stuff. My son has it now, because my husband's like, we don't need all this in here. But I didn't want to get rid of it. Okay, so this is going to go into the window. Here's my window. Let me go smaller so you can see everything. Okay, so this is the window. So this just slides right in here. We made one of these windows not too long ago. This just slides right in there, just like that. Okay, there's glue right in the S. There we go. Okay, and then this goes down. There's a slot in there. So you put it all the way at the back, and it slides right into the slot, just like that, and then it's going to stand up. So I'm going to put you to myself so that you can see the finished product. And there we are. Look at how cute this is. This is adorable. Now I need to make more for the show. Oh, whoops. That was not what I meant to do. Here, let's go like that. There we go. Okay. So cute. Isn't it just adorable? He's a cute little moosey. I know. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, goodness. All right, guys. So, like I said, today is the only day that I'll be live in the morning because I have responsibility this week. It's a huge responsibility to do the craft shows, and I have to make sure that I'm there early. I always have that fear that I'm going to oversleep on the day of the craft show. Why do I have that fear? I was talking to Blenda. Blenda, the craft show that I just finished up. Her fear is that nobody shows up. Her husband's fear is that he's driving along and the tickets go flying out the window. I guess we all have our things, right? Okay, let me give you the link for this. Let me find you the link for this if you want this. Thank you. Let me search for the link because I didn't do that yet. I will give you the link for this little guy. It's in there's a section that's the windows, I think, or maybe it's just in the inserts. Moose window. If you just search, if you go on there and you need to search something, you can search the website too. Moose window. Oh, let's see. Chistmoose. Merry Chistmoose. That's what it was. Merry Chistmoose. Merry Chistmoose. And then this is the insert for the, and how come it didn't go to it? I clicked on it. It didn't go to it. Hello. Merry not Christmas, Chistmoose. Come on. You can do it. All right. Okay. So here is the insert for the window box. I'm going to give you, I am going to copy the link and put it in this. Yeah. If it's going to let me. Oh my goodness, it took me right out of there. My phone is not cooperating with me at all today. Hi, Pam. How are you? Here is the link. Okay. There you go, guys. Hey, that green matches my shirt. Alrighty, so I will check in with you guys. I will do a Facebook Live from the craft show. I might just do a live where we just chat while I'm tying bows on things. I will have a lot of downtime where I have my booth done and the checkout's done, and I'm just tying bows on my bags because I still have a lot of bags to tie bows on. I kind of left that for the end because that was like, if it doesn't happen, that's okay. But then I'm thinking, what if one customer has it and one doesn't? I don't want anybody to feel slighted. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Have a fantastic week. I will check in with you. But don't worry. If I'm not on here in the morning, it's because I'm at my craft show. All right, love you guys.